Think of that one person who always calls when life feels like a burden. You drop everything to listen. You offer support for hours, day after day, becoming the pillar they rely on to stay upright. But the one time you're actually busy, the moment you finally have to say, "Not today," their reaction isn't understanding, it's resentment. They aren't grateful for the months of help. They're angry at the single moment of absence. We fall into this trap because of a specific social calculation. We believe that by sacrificing more of our time and energy, we are building up a reserve of value in the other person's eyes. In reality, the opposite often happens. We rarely take strangers for granted, yet we constantly overlook the people who are always there. Endless availability doesn't build value, it erodes it. This feels like a betrayal of common sense. It makes us wonder if people are just wired to be selfish, or if there's a hidden psychological glitch that actually punishes our kindness. The culprit is a process called psychological adaptation. The human brain filters out the expected to focus on the new. We are hardwired to get used to positive things almost immediately. This chart tracks gratitude against consistency. The first time you help, the brain registers a massive spike because the gesture is novel. By the 10th time, the line hits bottom. The help becomes an expectation. Your extraordinary effort is their new normal. Continuing to give more in hopes of being noticed is a losing strategy. Once that recalibration happens, the recipient's brain literally cannot see your kindness as anything other than the bare minimum. We see why this happens by looking at how the brain assigns value to resources. In a social context, your time and attention function exactly like a currency. Human beings are tuned to recognize the worth of strictly limited things. Scarcity forces the brain to pay attention and acknowledge the cost. When you provide an endless supply of emotional labor, you crash your own value. If support is always available, their brain stops calculating its importance. This leads to emotional predictability. If they know you will always stay, always forgive, and always say yes, they lose the fear of ever losing you. This is why boundaries carry more weight than sacrifices. When your presence is no longer a guaranteed constant, people have to acknowledge your agency and your limits. True respect only takes root when there is a real risk of loss. Understanding these psychological mechanics provides a way to build relationships that are actually sustainable. It shifts the focus from endless giving to a necessary balance. If you teach people that you have no limits, they will naturally treat you like an infinite resource. They will keep consuming your energy until there is nothing left to give. Supporting others should never come at the cost of your own emotional stability. When you sacrifice your peace to maintain theirs, you aren't helping the relationship, you're just delaying its collapse. There is a mirror effect at play here. When you stop respecting your own boundaries, the people around you eventually stop seeing them too. They will value you exactly as much as you value yourself. Self-worth is what dictates your external value, and the most essential tool for protecting your peace and earning the respect of others is the simple ability to say no.